sorry, that's for a Democrat show.
Let me know when you're ready.
No matter what the technical difficulty is, this man is a professional. He goes all the way.
What you represent to them is freedom.
Was an extremely great conservative commentator. We're tearing it up on Wednesday night. This is awesome. This
will allow me to retort.
Well, this is Jersey Joe for the Reaver of Common Sense show. 8 p.m. on shrmedia.com.
Actually, I just totally screwed up. This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome to the Reaver of Common Sense show. I am your host, Jersey Joe. Not making sense out of the senseless, except for when I'm working on computers anymore. This is weird. I can't even get into our own chat. I couldn't figure out how to clear my own cookies, so I didn't do it for the cookie. There's no nookie. This is embarrassing. Let's see if that fixed it. This is really weird. They keep telling it to allow. I'm allowing it to do cookies, even though it says it's not. This is really weird. Don't you love it when companies... I bet you a company did a... update and that's where I'm having my issue. Okay, I couldn't. It's weird. All right. It's really weird. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I'm telling you, this company. I mean, they do a good job with the company itself, or the chat. Just for some reason today, like I said, I will bet cookies to dollars that they did an update and they screwed something up temporarily. All right. Well, let's get on with the show. There'll be no chat today. No chat room for you. I'm going to be chat room naughty. No chat room for you. So, today is December 7th. Today is Day of Pearl Harbor. Japanese leader, I believe, will be in Pearl Harbor today. And it's pretty much seems like that is I don't want to say last of the great generation, because we also have our Vietnam vets. They were a group within themselves that are great. But we've kind of fallen off since there. We really have. Having a rough day with my neck. Oh my God, I can't log into anything today. The heck? Ah, that's right. That is. Oh, I'm just having one of those mornings I can't log into anything. It's like, what the hell? Finally got in. It just, what the fudge? Oh, I love this. So I went and registered on FedEx because they said if you register, we can give you a better time frame when you're going to have your delivery done to your house. So I go and do it, and it still says between now and 8 o'clock. Oh, what a fucking scam. All right. Last night was hysterical. I told you yesterday how that woman, how I got blocked multiple times last night. So I got blocked again multiple times today. It's absolutely, positively hysterical. They come at me, and I think it was 2 or 3 blocked me last night. And I'm not being nasty. I'm not. I'm actually being very cordial. I'm not falling in line with what they want. So, oh my God, I'm a moron. I'm this. I'm that. And the one woman kept posting and posting and posting. After she had blocked me, she had kept tweeting with me in line. So, of course, I turned it into Twitter because that is a violation. Of course, Twitter won't do shit because, well, it's happening to a conservative. We all know how they feel about that shit. Oh, I'm having a very bad morning. Very bad morning. Computers don't like me. No, they don't. It is Skynet rising up against me. I'm telling you, it's the start of Skynet. For those, I know nobody will get my joke. I mean, most people will understand the Skynet reference. It's just, I did computers for a little bit. And if we couldn't get the computers acting, doing the right thing, it was the joke that it was Skynet coming for the uprising. So if something wasn't going right with the computers, we just blamed it on Skynet. So I'm having problems with computers today, so it's Skynet's fault. Trying to crack my neck, and it's just not cracking. Pulling up the old Twitter monster. It's liberal tears. So much fun. Here, let me. And the excuses about Hillary and her email server. Oh, did they come flying out? I mean, they came flying out last night. Sorry, I'm pulling it up right now. And you're like an idiot. All right. The memes are already being made. 2008 campaign loss for Hillary. 2016 campaign loss. 2016 recount lost. 3 strikes. You're out of here. Oh, God. All right, let me backtrack on these. I mean, I got a host of notifications. So, first of all, like I said, I had the one idiot that went and blocked me. She was quite easy conversation to deal with. Then came Minty Claire at MARIEAIRE. And what is this one even talking about? It's hard to get in here because, well, with blogs. The one lady wanted to, she kept going on about Breitbart and the fake news, but she wants to post a bunch of bullshit. And then she posts as a fact, it had some comments from Comey. Then the announcer goes on to say all the shit that Comey said. Now, they have video of Comey talking, but then they stop and start saying, well, Comey said this, and Comey said that, and Comey said this. Comey said it was a celebrity witch hunt against Hillary. I told the lady to stick her little video. Why are they not showing Comey say that? Why is there a host? Well, she went on a tirade, how I'm not listening, and I'm not taking her facts. Well, you never did show me any facts, lady. What you showed me is you are not willing to take any facts. Because the facts say Hillary lied. And this, yeah. Well, Comey said she didn't lie. No, Comey said she didn't lie, to his knowledge, during their interview. When they sat her down and talked to her, they said she did not lie, to their knowledge. I love how they twist the facts. Not the part that she went on a whole tirade lying about everything about the email server. Oh, this gets better. This is just the start. Then this woman comes back out at me, screaming, the Capitals, we don't really have to tolerate this Trumper crud anymore. Shut them out. Yeah, I kind of went back and everything calmed down. She, actually, lawyers, deleted her personal or irrelevant mails as protocol requires. Well, when I went back and asked, well, since there's no protocol for having an email server like that, there is no protocols for deleting, and it's already been proven that she deleted government emails. Now, that didn't get an answer back. Which was, I love that. All of a sudden, no answer on certain items. Just ignored that part. We're going to skip over that about that. But what made me laugh is, then it was brought up. I think some stuff was deleted here, it looks like. Oh, and this peekaboo jumped in, which is at @run_is_here. They decided to jump in. And they immediately went to, well, nobody was bitching when the Republicans who still use private email, or Rice, or Powell, or Bush. Now, remember this one right here, because she's blaming the Republicans. Which, if they're doing it, they should be investigated. Plain and simple. Okay? But she's saying that they did it. Why aren't we bitching? Well, maybe they don't. Maybe they're not doing classified information over it. Maybe they're turning over all their information and not deleting it. But the next one for Peekaboo was to this Minty Claire. And Minty Claire said that she had deleted her personal and irrelevant emails. Peekaboo jumps on, and media refuse to report this. They let the fake propaganda of deleted emails keep going. Idiots. But wait a minute. Was the deleting of emails real, or was it fake propaganda? Even though Hillary admitted that she deleted state and government emails. This is how clueless these liberals are and how much they are listening to the fake propaganda. And how easily these people are swayed. And then they sit there and accuse me of being an idiot. Listen, I understand. Okay, I don't agree that she wasn't charged. That's what it is right now. We'll see how things go. I believe that she was protected. Comey came out and gave a case for prosecution. Anybody else would have been prosecuted. Comey even said that. He went against what the actual law states. But let's go back to this. Because they were talking how Rice, Bush, Powell, oh my God. And it's a theme with this person. And then I put on that she apologized about deleting the emails. And this is what I got from Peekaboo, which is @run_is_here. No, she apologized for having a server and was bullied into it, I might add. Has the GOP, Bush, Powell, Rice, apologized? And my reply was, she wasn't fucking bullied. There was no bullying. She chose to do it. The excuses just became hard and heavy by this person. And then it came from @run_is_here. No, not at all. Misogynistic America bullied her. The GOP, the people, the media, that's all it was. Sexism. Which then I immediately turned around and said, so, you're telling me because she was a woman, she needed special treatment? Isn't that sexist within itself? You were being sexist by saying that she needed special treatment. Which kind of got ignored. And then, this is the funny one. I got these pretty much back to back. You do know they changed the rules about the email server after she had the server, right? The good old double standard thrown at her. But wait a minute. We'll go back to Peekaboo, which is @run_is_here. Then why didn't you bitch about all the Republicans who still use private email or Rice, Powell, and Bush? So I asked, which is it? Was it they changed the rules? Or were the rules prior? Of course, I didn't get an answer, and we had to go into the female. Which this person jumped. Yes, because I said, oh, fucking God, here we go with the bullshit sexism. I'm paraphrasing what I said. Yes, here we go. One day America will admit it and apologize to her and to all women. They have a long way to go, which I wasn't nasty, but I started railing on the friggin' sexism bullshit. You want special treatment, or do you want to be treated equal? There is no both. That made no sense. They don't need special treatment. They need equal treatment, which she never got. And what she's saying doesn't make sense. Because I pointed out, I said, so you are sexist and saying women need special treatment. Which I then continued to go to say that left will continue to lose when making excuses. Not assessing why you really lost will hurt the party in the long run. And what's funny is some of us keep pointing to what's going on for the Democrats to fix themselves. And they're ignoring us trying to help and just, oh, there's no problem, there's no problem, there's no problem. Yeah, that's what the captain of the Titanic was probably thinking. There's no problem, there's no problem, there's no problem. Water's coming in, there's no problem, we're not sinking. We saw how that went. And then more excuses came, like how she wasn't supposed to raise her voice. She wasn't supposed to smile. She was supposed to smile more. She wasn't likable. Oh my God. Because she didn't act human. That's being sexist because we're pointing it out. And her own party was pointing it out. That was an assessment from her own campaign. By women too. I'm sitting here laughing. I'm like, this is why you're going to continue to lose. Because you are not holding your candidates responsible. You're making excuses. You're doing identity politics with your own candidates. It's... And then it went back to, all that sexist fucking bullshit media and GOP and idiot Americans handed her. And yes, women did it too. So women are sexist. America is sexist. Media is sexist, even though they fucking carried water for her. And the GOP is sexist. Everybody's sexist except for the DNC. And not that you chose a shit candidate. And then, of course, it was special treatment, my ass. Your tweets are an admission that sexism exists. Because I'm pointing out that there's sexism. And I'm pointing out that this person wants special treatment for a female. I'm sexist. And then Minty Claire jumped back into it this morning. And said she apologized for using home computer sometimes, like others did. Best to say, yeah, sorry, and move on. At this point, I'm going to let it lie. It's holy Nike. Some of the things that were going on with these idiots, it just... I had the other one. They can't take opposing views. They got to block you. I'm not They're insulting me. And I just let them do the talking and hang them on their own words. They just... And I told them, what do you do? Need your fucking safe space? Are you that much of a snowflake that you can't handle opposing conversation? It's scary, these people. It really is. It's fucking scary, people. They can't handle anything opposing to them. One last quick thing on the Twitter, and then we're going to get on. Sally Cohen, really stepped in and she talked about the fake news and all that. And she got lambasted. She got lambasted. Because there's pictures of her with her hands up and all that. And everybody was like, oh, fake news is okay when you do it. It's called apparent facts at the time. But when other networks do it, oh my God, it's the end of the world. And we're going to talk about that on the other side of the break. You are listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio, YouTube, Speaker, and iTunes. We will be right back.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Hey, it's Sean from the Sackheads Radio Show. Also one of the owners here at the SHR Media Network. Are you opinionated? Have you ever wanted to do your own show? Have you ever heard somebody like the Sackheads and go, yeah, I could probably do that better? Well, now's your chance. Send me a 5-minute clip at sackheadsradio@gmail.com, and maybe you can be part of the SHR broadcasting team. sackheadsradio@gmail.com.
Now, at Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our Gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
The bloviating Zeppelin. He's big-footed enough radio shows to last a lifetime, courtesy of Sean, Clint, Ken, and Jersey Joe. Now it's time for him to waddle on his own 2 feet via the glorious SHR media. Gird thy loins for the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon. Coming soon to Ossicles near you. Excelsior.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying cow for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reverbcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome to the Reaver. Well, welcome back, I should say, to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm trying to make sense out of the senseless. Do you want to get a kick-ass t-shirt? Do you want a great Blue Lives Matter t-shirt? Well, go to Reaver.one and click on the shop button. Just go ahead and take a look. I dare you. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Okay. That's enough of that. Let's see, where are we? Still working on the chat as we go along. So, yeah. We'll see how that goes. Oop, that's not where I want to be. It's. I hate when stuff doesn't work. And what sucks is I'm doing this website stuff, and I'm really not a website type person. Thank God for. Let's see if that works. Thank God for WordPress. WordPress is like a godsend. If it wasn't for WordPress, I'd be screwed, blued, and tattooed. What the heck? Why do I have two? Why do I have two? Here we go. Let's do that. Update there. The next article, kind of little shameless self-promoting, is going to be an article I did. Now, those that know me know I'm not a huge one on writing. Surprise, surprise. The fat boy can't write. There's got to be an issue with the chat room. Allow. Hang on. I might have this figured out finally. I think, I hope. Let's see if that does it. No. It keeps, please update your browser setting to allow cookies. I do that, and it's not allowing cookies, it still says. Let's try. I'm wondering if it's chat roll. It's weird. Really weird. That is weird. Weird. And once I get this shit in my head, it's kind of stuck. I'm going to try one last thing and then give up on this. It really gets me. I hate being beat by a computer. Skynet cannot beat me. How to enable cookies. Click content setting. Cookies. Let's see if that fixes my damn problem. Damn cookies. I did it all for the cookie. The cookie. Kel Fritz. Hi, Kel. I'm sorry I'm having some issues with freaking Alright, I think I might have got it fixed, but I gotta log out of this and log out. For some reason I couldn't accept cookies on this site. There we go. Yay, I finally fixed it. Sorry, it's... I really hate when things aren't done, and I just wasted several minutes, and I apologize, but I hate being beaten by a cookie. A cookie was beating me, and I've never had that issue on this site before. I've been using the chat room for 2 years now, as I do my show, and never a cookie issue. Now today, all of a sudden, I got cookie issues. It's Christmas. I'm a fat man. Of course I got cookie issues. Hopefully everybody got that fat man joke. No, I'm not Santa. I'm just a fat man. And holidays, lots of cookies. Cookies. No, it wasn't a chocolate chip cookie. That would have been worth it and fun. But I do. This year's really tight, and one of the things I like doing, I like making pastries. I don't even eat everything. It's just when cooking, I like the dessert aspects of making it. Not always eating it, making it. So what I'm doing this year, since money's tight, and then because a lot of people like my cooking, I'm going to make some of my family a batch of just a bunch of different cookies. I'm going to do chocolate chip. I'm going to do peanut butter cookies, peanut butter chunk chip cookies, sugar cookies, thumb cookies, a bunch of different type of cookies. And that's what we're going to do with the show. Since I really screwed up and I was having this chat issue and I was distracted on doing it, we're not even going to do the next break, and we're going to go on until the top of that hour. And again, I know that was goof up, but I hate when a computer's beating me. I hate it. Skynet cannot win. You don't understand. Skynet cannot win the future. You must always beat the computer. So, as I was saying before the break, Twitter was fun last night. I love when you block me, because I'm not attacking them viciously. I'm not, cussing them out. Ooh, what'd you get me, Kel? What'd you get me? What'd you get me for Christmas? It's... Twitter, if you gotta go to insulting for number one, you're being juvenile. And I will go there. If you test me enough, I will go to cussing you out. I have no problem with that. If you want to act like a child, I have no problem treating you like a child. If you want to act like an adult and have a conversation, we can have that. But, and it's a big but, I'm not going to sit there and be abused by you. No, I'm not going to be abused. Yes, I get a sexy Santa helper for Christmas. I guess I should ask my wife if I have permission. I wonder if this will work. It's... You want to have a conversation, we'll have a conversation. And if you can give me, proof of why of the subject, if you can prove, and I'm sorry, sending me a video that has a person talking. I'm going to jump out of chat for a second, Cal. I'm going to jump right back in. If you can give me proof, but it's not, oh, wow, well, this person said this and this and this and this, because I could go and do those videos or post memes and all this. Memes are not fact. I don't care if you got a million goddamn links on it. It's a picture. That's all it is. It's a picture. It's not fact. And I'm not going to... And that first woman, and that's what she was doing. She was posting that, then getting all flustered because I wasn't taking it as fact. I wasn't taking a video that has a host telling me what Comey says. I can get on here and say whatever I want. But if I don't play the clips, it's not proof. Here. And this was the clip that I was giving them, and they would not understand what the content meant. They are so locked that she's innocent, they don't want to listen to anything else. Yeah, Kel, you know I'd help in any way I can. I'm not sitting here going to... It's brainwashing to me. It's unbelievable how... These people just... The news tells them, and the news tells them Fox and Breitbart are bad. Oh, bro, Fox and Breitbart are bad. And then they start posting liberal sites to me. Well, you're not taking facts. No, you're posting liberal, alt-left sites. You don't want to take my information as serious. I'm not taking your information. I can play your games, people. I will play the game. I know how to play that game. I will use your own game against you. I know how to do it. I'm not an idiot. You might think I'm an idiot just because I don't have a college degree does not make me an idiot. And that's where these people are need to get it through their head. A piece of paper does not make a person smart. And it's scary because they're told you gotta have an education. You need to go to college. People. You know what? I didn't need to go to college. I got my own education. All right. I'm going to play this for everybody. And this is exactly what I played for them. Or posted. I don't know if they watched it.
I did not email any classified material to anyone. There is no classified material.
110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined by the owning agency to contain classified information at the time they were sent.
But there was only three. There was only three. That's what they kept telling me. There was only three.
Received.
I provided all my emails that could possibly be work-related.
Several thousand work-related emails that were not among the group of 30,000 emails returned by Secretary Clinton.
I thought using one device would be simpler.
She also used numerous mobile devices to send and to read email.
There were no security breaches.
It is possible that hostile actors gained access to Secretary Clinton's personal email account.
It was my practice to communicate with State Department and other government officials on their .gov accounts.
Hostile actors gained access to the private commercial email accounts of people with whom Secretary Clinton was in regular contact from her personal account.
No doubt that we've done exactly what we should have done.
They were extremely careless in their handling of very sensitive, highly classified information.
People will be able to judge for themselves.
We cannot find a case that would support bringing criminal charges on these facts.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
To be clear, this is not to suggest that in similar circumstances, a person who engaged in this activity would face no consequences.
Americans will find that, interesting and...
See that last little bit that Comey said.
A person who engaged in this activity would face no consequences.
Americans will find that,
To be clear, this is not to suggest that in similar circumstances, a person who engaged in this activity would face no consequences.
So other people, if they did it, would face consequences. And that's what he just said. If other people did it,
consequences.
Americans will find that...
But this is the video that I posted. I also did the... These are the videos I post, and it's amazing what they send back to me.
The Bulldog, Trey Gowdy, rapid-fired through Hillary Clinton's lies during a House hearing on Thursday.
Secretary Clinton said there was nothing marked classified on her emails either sent or received. Was that true?
That's not true.
Secretary Clinton said I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email. There is no classified material. Was that true?
There was classified material emailed.
Secretary Clinton said she used just one device. Was that true?
She used multiple devices.
Secretary Clinton said all work-related emails were returned to the State Department. Was that true?
No, we found work-related emails, thousands.
Did her lawyers read the email content individually?
No.
Gowdy schooled Mr. Comey on Mrs. Clinton's intent of mishandling classified material.
In your old job, you would prove intent, as you just referenced, by showing the jury evidence of a complex scheme that was designed for the very purpose of concealing the public record. She affirmatively rejected efforts to...
And that's what really pissed me off, because the law doesn't say intent, whether she intended to break the law or not. That wasn't part of justifying whether she should be charged. But the point being, this is what I post. They go and post, and I can't get to the link because she blocked me. Otherwise, I would play the link of... It's the moderator saying that Comey said this, and Comey said that. Well, if you're going to do that and post it as fact, have Comey saying it. And don't send me memes. Don't send me goddamn memes. And you know what? You want to post memes? I have no problem with them. But don't sit there. And then did the end up being all fact. There is not that I posted this men, and that's all there is about it. Because I go to sites all the time, and I create my own memes for comical relief. Not as fact. And what we have going on And we hear it so much. The fake news. The fake news. It's fake news. It's false. Fake. If you guys remember, they're not pushing the political correct speech anymore, are they? That's not politically correct to talk about. Oh, no. No, because that was their downfall. They're kind of learning from that. So it's kind of the fake when it's on TV, but anybody saying it, that's hate speech. If you speak out against the DNC, that is hate speech. If you speak out against Muslim, that is hate speech. You speak out against the feminazis, that is hate speech. This whole talking point of false and fake news is nothing more than another attempt to discredit anything negative said about the Democrats. And I saw now they're going, well, now Donald Trump's, anytime you say something negative, he's bringing up the fake news. He's just trying to make everything bounce off of him. Gee, I wonder where he got it from. He's using the DNC tactics against the Democrats themselves. He is going after the news to get them to report the goddamn news. Then they get all butthurt when he doesn't go through them. He goes directly to the public to get the message out. Oh my God, the world's going to end. The media's being ignored. We have a president going directly to the people. Oh my God. What are we going to do? Oh, I'm going to go back to the Twitter thing real quick because I also had it the other night, and I asked my wife, I said, can you please explain this to me since you are a Democrat? Why is it every time I get in these idiotic discussions with these Twitter people that want to avidly protect Hillary Clinton, 90% of them are foreigners? And the last one, again, was from Canada. And I said, because she started telling me what's being said in American news and what isn't being said in American news, and correcting me on what was said. And I told her, maybe you're not getting the full story in Canada. Well, I just moved up here 10 years ago. Or I just moved back up here 10 years ago. Congratulations, you've been up there 10 years. Maybe you're not getting the full story. See, I can see why Canada, some of Canada, Cal, I'm not saying all because I know you have a good fight on your hand. They're one of the last bastions of this global socialism. They're kind of the last one left. I mean, all the other leaders are either on the way out or they are out. And Trudeau is kind of the last of his kind. So I understand why they're fighting tooth and nail. I can see why. But it's just funny how I keep running into foreigners that are telling me about American. I know you won't take offense, Kel. I'll discuss, and I was a guest on one of Kel's shows, and we were discussing, the one host I believe was in the UK, and we were discussing, I said, I'll give my opinion, but it's not my place to tell the UK what to do. I mean, I hope, this was before Brett X, I hope that they would go back to being a sovereign, its own country. I said, but it's not my place to tell other countries what to do. I'd like to know why these people feel that they have a right to tell me what to think about my country and how I have to vote. Oh, because everything that happens in America affects them. So they have a right to tell me how I have to do things. To put it in an American way, go fuck yourself with a porcupine. That's my new thing. I was joking with my wife the other night, and we were jokingly getting on each other's nerves. You know, the play thing going back and forth. I just looked at it, I was like, hon, I love you, but go fuck yourself with a porcupine. And she just bursted out laughing. My daughter was like, oh, know. Oh, my God, I said this in front of my daughter. My daughter knows there's a joking adult conversation in our house. She's not allowed to talk that way. But she knows there's adult conversation and there's kids conversation. She's always known that because I do not change who I am for anybody. I don't change myself for my daughter. Nobody. I don't hide who I am. But yeah, please take that. Tell me how I have to be in my country. Because you don't want me to tell you how to be in your country. So, but this whole fake news, it is nothing more than a way for Facebook, Twitter, CNN, MSNBC, and the DNC to silence anything negative said about the DNC or any of its many politicians or any about its anti-American agenda that it has. It's a way to silence us. It's an attempt not only to silence our free speech, but it is also preventing the truth from being exposed. Here in the United States, we have the fake news syndrome where anything negative about a Democrat is false news immediately. In a weak attempt to slam the president-elect, the Liberal Party is jumping on the bandwagon by making the same accusations towards Trump, as I said. In an attempt for power, the liberals will do anything to push their own demented agenda. They will stoop to any low and demented methods, ignore any law, destroy any constitutional law that stands in their way. And a big one I also hear now is, I care about this country. You are such a traitor. You hate this country. I'm not the one that's trying to destroy our Constitution. I did not back a candidate that said our government has the right to regulate our constitutional rights. I am not the one that is saying our government has the right to run our lives. Now, when I wrote this article, like I said, it's a shameless plug on myself. And you go to Reaver.one. Name of the article is DNC Attempt to Silence Free Speech. I wrote the article and I suck at writing. So what I do is I con my liberal loving wife. She's going to hit me if she hears me. And she's a Democrat, but she votes Republican. Long story short, she knows that if she registered independent or the Republican Party, her dad that would be against anything he stands for. So to keep peace, she just stays registered, but she votes how she wants to vote. And that's her right, and I respect that. But I joke about her being a Democrat all the time. I usually get a middle finger when I say it. But the corrupt Democratic Party will continue this onslaught of dirtbag Don Juan techniques until the only opinion left is the one that they create. And we as people are dumb enough to believe the crap that is being spewed from the oral cavities. God, my wife knows how to add in all the bullshit filler stuff. This is more than free speech. This is more than a free speech on the internet fight. People, wake up the truck up and realize this is a fight for freedom. We now have major corporations assisting in the destruction of the United States' freedom of speech. But of all mankind's, not just United States freedom of speech, but of all mankind freedom of speech. This fight that is going on is just not in America. This fight is now going on across the globe. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense. We'll be right back after these brief messages.
listening to the SHR Media Network.
Hey, it's Sean from the Sackheads Radio Show, also one of the owners here at the SHR Media Network. Are you opinionated? Have you ever wanted to do your own show? Have you ever heard somebody like the Sackheads and go, yeah, I could probably do that better? Well, now's your chance. Send me a 5-minute clip at sackheadsradio@gmail.com, and maybe you can be part of the SHR broadcasting team. sackheadsradio@gmail.com.
Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our Gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. And we also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
The bloviating Zeppelin. He's big-footed enough radio shows to last a lifetime, courtesy of Sean, Clint, Ken, and Jersey Joe. Now it's time for him to waddle on his own 2 feet via the glorious SHR Media. Gird thy loins for the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon. Coming soon to ossicles near you. Excelsior.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying cow for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mud Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome to the Reaver of Common Sense. I feel sorry for you, Kel. I just saw that. Oh my God, Kel, this says a huge snowstorm. I read something just recently that there's a huge snowstorm in the Northwest right now in the United States. And in one way, I miss snowstorms. I really do. But I know I can't take them anymore. So, and I'm going to get in trouble for this. I know I am. It's 75 today. Sorry, Cal. Yeah, it's 75 degrees today. It's a little overcast, that's why. I feel sorry. I couldn't do. I love the snow. I did. Well, it's kind of gray sky, which is weird. We've had gray skies for a couple days now. We never have gray skies. It takes a year or two to get used to the weather down here. I mean, it really does. And it takes longer psychologically to get used to not having the seasons changing, getting all 4 seasons. We really don't have that here. But, you can, your first couple years, I wouldn't do it now, but your first couple years you can go swimming year round. Hitting 70s nowadays, it's cold for me. And I'm not trying to make fun of anybody that's in the freezing cold. I remember when 50s and 60s was short weather to me. Now 70s, I'm putting sweatshirts on. It's kind of amusing. Because I always laughed when I first moved down here. I came down on vacation to visit my parents for Christmas. And it was me and my wife. And it was Christmas morning. I'm in the hot tub. It's like first thing in the morning. It's like 70 degrees outside. I'm in the hot tub enjoying myself because I just came from like 30-degree weather. And I'm looking, and literally people are walking around with parkas on. I don't know if anybody... They have that big furry hat, those jackets that have that big furry, just around the front face is all that fur. And it's 70 degrees out. And I'm like, what the hell is someone wearing a parka for? Now, yes, I can understand. It it's weird. It really is. But yeah, it's acclimate, and it takes a while. It does take a while. Well, let me get back to the article that I wrote, and it's to talk about how it is a global problem with It's more than just free speech. When you look at the EU right now, and this was, I've heard some who live in the EU have said, there's no freedoms. There's no freedoms. It is more controlling, and this is what I'm hearing from people over there. It is more controlling than the USSR, the Russia that we knew during the 80s. That is what's going on. People feel that it's more controlling in the EU than Russia. That is scary to me. And that's what you have going on. You know how the EU, that's mandating, it's mandating that all the social media, Google, remove anything it deems as hate speech, which is a very, very wide definition. Because now we have anything that's deemed, all they have to do is say, that's hate speech. And I'm saying that's all they have to do. And it's gone. That's not freedom, people. That is not freedom. They're removing underneath hate speech anything that is anti-Muslim. The negative truth of what's going on, the rapes that are going on, the rape culture that they have in Europe is being removed from the internet so people can't find out about it. Their policies are failures across the globe. So they have to lie about it. Seriously, they can't even talk about the truth. Because the truth is what would get them in trouble. And that's scary. And we have that coming to America. Or we did. We did. We stopped it. We were able to stop it. And that's amazing. We are in a battle in this country. I know I'm being a little quiet because I'm trying to get my words together to say this correctly. We are in basically a battle of good versus evil. It's I've been saying it for a while. The only way they can get their message across is by lying. They know the people are seeing the truth about this progressive globalism. They know that it's not something that the people want. The people are fighting back. And these people have tasted power and they don't want to give it up. I'm not saying that Obama's going to declare martial law and all that. I had thought that at one time, but if we conservatives had reacted a certain way, I think that might have came about. But we were... there's two rules. There's two rules. The way that the liberals can react and the way that conservatives react. We have liberals outright lying, protesting in a government-approved pipeline, destroying, burning. The destruction just goes on and on and on. I mean, they're burning tires, they're burning cars, they're trying to set bombs up to injure law enforcement. And it's a protest. We have to shut our mouths. They have a right to protest. They have a right to burn things. We have people that are going in cities and destroying them. But God forbid if us conservatives protest. We get arrested. And then the news goes over how we're terrorists. Because we might be armed. And we're going to take Oregon. They got arrested for protesting. But they were armed. Yes, they were. They were in a state where everybody is pretty much fucking armed. So it wasn't an armed takeover. It was citizens that just happened to be armed, which is a normal part of their life, protesting the federal government. The federal government said, fuck you, we're arresting you. Yeah, do I see any of Black Lives Matter terrorists getting arrested? They're burning cities down. No, I don't. There's two different rules. One for liberals and one for conservatives. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio, YouTube, Speaker, and iTunes. We will be right after these brief messages.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Hey, it's Sean from the Sackheads Radio Show. Also one of the owners here at the SHR Media Network. Are you opinionated? Have you ever wanted to do your own show? Have you ever heard somebody like the Sackheads and go, yeah, I could probably do that better? Well, now's your chance. Send me a 5-minute clip at sackheadsradio@gmail.com. and maybe you can be part of the SHR broadcasting team. sackheadsradio@gmail.com.
Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
The bloviating Zeppelin. He's big-footed enough radio shows to last a lifetime, courtesy of Sean, Clint, Ken, and Jersey Joe. Now it's time for him to waddle on his own 2 feet via the glorious SHR media. Gird thy loins for the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon. Coming soon to Ossicles near you. Excelsior.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying cop for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mud Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I am trying to make sense out of the senseless. And I like to give example, and we're going to continue with this conversation because I'm enjoying where it's going. My show, and I can do whatever I want. It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to. Oh, I got to say this. I got this reindeer, this stuffed, and it's not even like an actual reindeer. It's one where you squeeze the hand, it sings, Grandma got run over by a reindeer, starts shaking. And the thing's about 8 inches tall. Thank you, Kel, because so many times I hear how America had nothing to do with changing the tides of World War II. Everything would have went along even if America didn't get involved. I get... They're trying to change history to go along with that America is this bad, bad country. I get so sick of that agenda. That's another topic. But one of the things we saw this past election was... Sorry, I just got a new toy. And, I got a new tablet. And I'm kind of playing with it right now as we talk. What we saw in this past election, these leaked DNC emails with illegal to questionable actions from liberals. And for the most part, did they deny these acts? No. Did they apologize for the actions? No. One of the things was CNN got on air and said, these are illegal. You cannot read these leaked emails. Because they were illegally obtained, you will go to jail simply for reading them. And apparently the only people worthy enough to read those precious emails was the mainstream media that then would tell us whether they were worthy or not. I don't know about you, but that smells awfully fishy to me. And they tried to push this was fake news. No, it wasn't. This was real news. This is what was going on. The people mainstream media apparently thinks they know better than us little citizens. And they try to tell us how to think. And even Fox lost it in the beginning, especially in the beginning. They lost it. Why? Because the people weren't going along with who they were pushing, which was Jeb Bush. Fox thought, and they got a little too cocky, they thought they could tell us conservatives how to think and who to pick. For years now, we've kind of gone along with that. So they thought, we'll have Jeb Bush. This is going to be Jeb Bush. And us people went, time out. We're not going that way. And Fox threw a hissy fit. We all know it. Now, what happened is except for a few lemmings. They went looking for the alternate media, which is great for myself, SHR Media, and the host, and God knows how many of us that do these types of shows. I can't call out everybody, so I'm not even going to try. They came looking for us, and we were speaking what they were thinking. We were speaking the truth. We're giving them information, sometimes whether we liked it or not. We didn't push. Sometimes we may have got some information wrong. That's human. Nobody is 100% right. Hell, CNN, MSNBC, Fox, they all get it wrong sooner or later. You have Sally Cohen that's pushing the fake news bit. But when she herself put her hands up and chastised the police, it was, well, we went with the facts at the time. We saw how that's going about, don't we? We have cops being murdered every day. We have firefighters that are being attacked every day. It's not fun. I'll tell you that. I remember, it's not fear, but in the back of your mind, you're always worried. It's one thing when you have to worry about your job killing you. It's another to also have to worry on top of it that the people you're going to rescue and save are going to kill you. And that's what a lot of MS mainstream media caused. I just noticed Friday we're supposed to be a high of 64. It's that in the mainstream media is trying to push this fake false news crap because they want to cover up and silence the truth. If anybody thinks the Democrats are defeated, they're not. Are they in disarray right now? Do they have issues? Yes. But do you think they're going to give up? No. They have an agenda, and they're going to keep pushing. And we need to push back. As BZ said, we are push back. They're pushing it. We got to push right back. That doesn't mean we get violent. Yes, there's a time and place. We're not there. Hopefully we'll never be there. Harry Belafonte just said that welcome to the Fourth Reich with Donald Trump's election. You know, that is a sign of a weak argument. And you want to know something? You want to compare between the two? They ought to really shut their fucking mouth because the liberal, progressive liberal agenda matches more with Hitler's rise to power. How they're attacking these rallies, becoming violent. I can keep going on and on and on about this, but I'm not going to lower myself. It's a weak argument. And then, all right, we're going to take... Everybody's freaking out that Melania Trump's going to stay in New York till the end of the school year and then come to Washington, D.C. They're trying not to interfere with their child's education, which means we're going to have 2 security forces. And everybody is freaking the hell out over it. The cost. Now liberals are worried about cost. When Donald Trump talks about he's going to cancel the new Air Force One because of the cost, oh my fucking God, they lose their minds. But when it comes to talking about security, because Melania Trump wants to stay in New York just to the end of the school year, you're talking what, 4 months, if that? Do you hear about the double security detail for Joe Biden? Do you hear how they complain about Joe Biden taking Air Force Two every weekend home to Delaware? How about the fact that Secret Service rents a property on Joe Biden's property for their security force? They rent it from him. I don't hear any complaining from that. But they want to freak out about Donald Trump and his wife. There's talks that they're going to be renting one whole floor of Trump Tower. And God, how dare he charge rent? They don't even know what he's going to charge or if he's going to charge. They're assuming. But I didn't hear a single one of them complain about the dual security with Joe Biden. And I think it's great. I do. That Melania they're still worried about their child. And it was when Obama did it, how gracious, look at that. He is a great father. He doesn't want his daughters involved in this. He is a great father. He doesn't want them talked about. Great father. Melania wants to stay in New York just to the end of the school year. So you're talking, what, January, February, March, April, May, June. Roughly 5 months. That's it, out of a 4-year period. And they want to complain. It doesn't matter what this man does. They're going to attack him. Because they are carrying water, as the expression goes, for the liberals. And until we separate the journalist, I'm really using that term lightly. Oh, what was it? Oh, holy shit. One of them said that Donald Trump wants them to treat him like buddies. That's not their job. What the fuck have they done for the last 8 years? Obama illegally wiretapped their phones and was listening to their conversations to make sure what they said was proper. If they asked the wrong questions, Obama refused to allow them into any more conferences. And that was perfectly fine. Trump goes to Twitter and speaks directly to the people, and they lose their fucking mind and call it dictatorship. What the fuck do they think it was when Obama was tapping their phones and controlling the conversation? They wanted to be buddies with Obama and not report what was going on. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio. Also, don't forget tonight, Southside Mutts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's hosted by the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe, that's me, and Crash. And we wind up more comical than news. But we try to talk current events and politics as much as we can. Wednesday night is the best night in conservative radio right here on SHR Media. We will be right back.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Hey, it's Sean from the Sackheads Radio Show, also one of the owners here at the SHR Media Network. Are you opinionated? Have you ever wanted to do your own show? Have you ever heard somebody like the Sackheads and go, yeah, I could probably do that better? Well, now's your chance. Send me a 5-minute clip at sackheadsradio@gmail.com, and maybe you can be part of the SHR broadcasting team. sackheadsradio@gmail.com.
Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
The bloviating Zeppelin. He's big-footed enough radio shows to last a lifetime, courtesy of Sean, Clint, Ken, and Jersey Joe. Now it's time for him to waddle on his own 2 feet via the glorious SHR Media. Gird thy loins for the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon. Coming soon to Ossicles near you. Excelsior.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplains.dailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying cop for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Much Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the Reaver of Common Sense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm trying to make sense out of the senseless. Do you want a kick-ass t-shirt? Do you? Everybody wants a kick-ass t-shirt. Well, go to Reaver.one and click on the shop button and pick yourself up one. These are custom made right to you. So, the news is just really weird lately. It is. As I said, don't forget tonight, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you have the Reaver of Southside Much Show. Oh my God, I'm having blonde moments. And then starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you have Ken the Conservative. And after him at 11 p.m. is the Sackhead Radio Show. Wednesday night is the place to be for your conservative radio. Right here on SHR Media, we have it all. We're expanding. Oh, my God, are we expanding? We have some of the best lineup coming up. We have a lot of new shows premiering this month. It's unbelievable how big we are getting. It's beautiful to be along for the ride, and I'm honored to be even mentioned with some of these conservative pundits' names. It's unbelievable. Check out all the lineup we have, and just keep on doing what everybody is doing. All right. It's what I see going on nowadays. Okay, you even have Time Warner CEO Jeff Bleeks. Hang on, I gotta get the wife out. Hold on. Well, I should say the second wife I gotta get out. She loves to correct me. Let's see what she has to say. Bleeks, I guess. She's being a little nasty today. All right. Well, anyway, he is even saying that Trump is not the threat to the First Amendment. The Democrats are. He is a Democrat, and he is even admitting that Hillary Clinton was the threat. The Democrat Party is the threat to the First Amendment. That just... Oh, my God. He pointed out that the Democrat Party had a campaign plan to change the First Amendment, and they were doing it in the guise of campaign refinance forms. It's absolutely amazing. Let me see some. right before the Southside Mutts, you have the Conservative Syndicate. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's the Lid show. The Lid radio show is Wednesday 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. So check that out. And we got more expanding, and we don't have the updated list up. We have more shows. We have a morning drive time show popping up, and then we're going to have, I believe, the 5 to 6. We have a new gentleman that's going to be blowing everybody's mind. You have Democrats coming out and admitting how bad the party's message and attempts are. And yes, the campaign refinance reform, the Supreme Court has already ruled that is a First Amendment right. Just as flag burning, they say, is a First Amendment right, so is donating money to campaigns. They want to stop because the Republicans are catching up to what the Democrats are doing. And I've said it time and time again. You need to look behind the curtain, because when the Democrats are blaming something on the Republicans, you better look behind the curtain, because that's what the goddamn Democrats are doing. This fake news bull crap. Who was the number one offender of it? CNN, MSNBC. And the other reason why we're coming up with this false news push, so they can blame everybody else, but not point at how they protected Hillary Clinton during the election. They don't need to look at themselves with what they did. Oh, it drives me up a wall. The Democrat Party's 2016 platform, adopted at the DNC convention. At the DNC convention in Philadelphia, pledged Democrats support a constitutional amendment to overturn the Supreme Court's decision in Citizens United. It just blows my mind. But when it comes to abortion, we need to shut up and accept the results the Supreme Court spoke. Oh, no, we can't change the laws to overturn abortion. And I'm sorry, I know it's stupid. For some reason, that Supreme Court case name is totally drawing a blank on me. Roe versus Wade. We must accept that one, but the Democrats don't have to accept shit. They can do whatever they want. They can throw constitutional amendments in. One of the things that Donald Trump said about flag burning is he wants to change the laws to ban flag burning. I do not agree with it. I don't agree with flag burning, but I do agree that it is a First Amendment right. And what people don't understand is, well, to do that, all we have to do is add in the Constitution flag burning is illegal, then it is not against the Constitution. Just as they want to do a constitutional amendment, if you want something that bad, you add it as a constitutional amendment, then it becomes constitutional. That is how these idiots don't understand basic law. Last I heard also, recount Wisconsin, Donald Trump has moved up even more. Which means his positives and negatives are higher than Hillary Clinton's. She should have never done this, because she's going to lose a third time for her presidential bid. See if there's any news, because we're running out of time. It's like, holy shit. Judge is considering request to end the recount in Michigan. That was 12 minutes ago. I think it's an absolute farce. There is no proof any shenanigans were in place. There's zero proof. Zero. They admit there's no proof. They admit that there was no hacking. But there could be hacking. There's possibility of hacking. Yeah, and there's a possibility a Martian's going to fly out of my ass any minute now, too. There's a possibility I could spontaneously combust. Doesn't mean I'm going to. Does that mean I should have a fire company around me? There's a huge possibility I'm going to get shot today. Does that mean I should have police around me 24/7? There's a possibility I'm going to have a goddamn heart attack. There's a possibility that there's going to be a model showing up in my house that wants to have sex with me. Do you know what the chances of that happening? Yeah, that's not going to happen. The possibilities are endless of what can happen in this world. Doesn't mean recounts should be going on. Because what we're going to see now, every goddamn elections, and if I was the Republicans, I would do it. Every election that the parties lose, they're just going to start suing. They're just going to ask for recounts. Not going to change anything. But let's just start. Every election asks for recounts. And that's what these judges are allowing so far. And one of these judges has to put his foot down and say, no. There is no proof. There's no evidence anything happened. We are not going to allow the expenditures and charge the citizens. Because that's what's happened is the citizens have to pay for this. In Florida, we have a lawyer that's suing. And people are like, well, what they should do so that we, the people, don't pay is that Donald Trump and the Republican Party have to pay for it. Why? It's your dumbasses that want the recount. Because they say Hillary won the state. No proof, but Hillary won the state. But when Donald Trump says out there was 3 million illegals that voted. And there's some proof out there it happened. It's not his comment. It is Vote the Truth. An independent organization has said that they have proof that 3 million illegals voted. Oh, no, that's a fake story. That's a false story. But the recount is a true story. That is the hypocrisy and the delusion of the left. The left is so delusional anymore. I can't even fathom how you would go around life that delusional. Listen, the Republican Party's got its issues. The Republican Party's not perfect, and I don't agree with everything they do. But these people blindly follow, and that scares the shit out of me, because that will lead us down a path of nothing good. I'm out of time, but I will be back tonight. That's right. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a Southside Mutts show right here on SHR Media, followed by Ken the Conservative, then followed by the Sackheads Radio Show. And until tonight, and actually tomorrow too, I will be back tomorrow. This is Jersey Joe saying, have a great day. You've been listening to the Reaver of Common Sense with its host, Jersey Joe. You can tune in every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on hppundit.com and shrmedia.com.